polls have closed in Greenland in what could be a pivotal election for the Danish overseas territory. Prime Minister Múte Bourup Egede cast his ballot at the only polling station in the capital. The 31 lawmaker voters chose will shape the island's next 4 years. The independence from Denmark remains a contentious issue, as well as Donald Trump's threats to take over the island. Greenland has just over 57,000 people, but many fear the world's largest island is fast becoming a pawn in a much larger geopolitical game due to its strategic position in the Arctic. I'm joined now by Markus Valentin, a journalist at the Greenlandic Broadcasting Corporation. Welcome to you. The Prime Minister's party is in what sort of position do we think, and what would a victory for him mean in the independence debate?
Well, most likely the Prime Minister's party will be the winners of this election, and we are right now we don't know what the results are going to be. It's only much later that we'll get the results, but most likely he will form a broad coalition with parties from that are not that interested in a quick independence movement from Greenland right now. In Western media, a lot of people have talked about this being a referendum about if it's going to be independence right now, here and now. But the politicians are more thinking about how can we use this election as a leverage over Denmark to negotiate a new agreement with Denmark, and new terms for mainly resources in mining, so the Greenlanders can keep more of their resources than they can today with the agreement with Denmark. So that will be the main thing that they will go after.
Yeah, part of Greenland's hand here is the resources, as you mentioned. The Prime Minister has previously been pretty cautious when it comes to exploring mining resources in Greenland. Is that changing with the increased interest shown by the US in these resources?
Well, I think the premise for the question is a bit wrong, because the Prime Minister hasn't been that cautious. The last election he won, and his party, IA, won because there was a huge debate about the southern parts of Greenland where they wanted to mine uranium, and the Prime Minister's party were strongly against that mine. But all in all, the past 4 years, this term for Naalakkersuisut, the Greenlandic government, they've tried their best to travel around the world, talk with mining companies, hold big meetings with mining companies and interested parts and businesses here in Greenland to get the mining industry working. But it's a hard thing up here in Greenland because transportation is expensive and you need to build new infrastructure. So nothing comes easy. So they've always been open for business, as they usually say, and for having more mines, but doing it more eco-friendly as they can.
Right.
There's interest from the United States. They really want to make new deals with the United States, and the interest from the US certainly makes them hopeful. But the politicians up here also strongly stands firm on that it has to be on their conditions with their environmental standards and law.
Markus Valentin, journalist from the Greenlandic Broadcasting Corporation, many thanks for your input.
Thank you.